I know that I've probably talked about this many times, but I cannot stress it enough. I don't want to fix you. And to be honest, I don't think I can. Only you can change and choose to change. No one can do that for you. People can be catalysts in your lives. They can help you realize things, but without your own belief that maybe this could work, or maybe I could succeed at this, without your own belief in yourself, no one, nothing can help you get there. Without that, what I say, what other people say will be like sand on a beach being washed away by the waves. In one ear, out the other. You've heard that before too. Declare to yourself that you can succeed. Declare to yourself that you will no longer be beaten because you're walking away. Declare to yourself that you deserve so much more, that you can have so much more, and that you will achieve that. Even if you don't even know what that looks like. Believe and trust that this can happen, that you can succeed, that you no longer have to live this way. I can only say these things or express these things because I have gone through stuff like this myself. I, even before I had it, decided to believe and understand and know that I deserve so much better. Before I even had an amazing partner that I deserve or that completes me, or I like the word better, adds value to my life and supports me unconditionally and loves me for who I am. Before I even had that, I believed it could be possible for me. That is possible for me. It didn't happen overnight where I 100% believed that I would achieve what I wanted to achieve, that I would receive the partner I would love to have in my life. It took repetition. It took repetition to start reinforcing that belief, to start building that foundation and then building those amazing bricks on top of it, that I finally got to a point where I knew that that person, I'm using this as an example, that partner, my partner, they would enter my life and they would be that person that adds value to my life. They would be that person that supports me, loves me unconditionally, and accepts me for who I am. So it took time because repetition takes time. So start building that foundation, that do exercises, do things every day that reinforce that foundation and build those bricks up for you to start believing in what you desire and where you want to go, who you want to be. Coming from a family that was abused physically, mentally, verbally, and seeing that continue on in other people's lives that I really and deeply care about, having believed that I was never good enough, that I could never be good enough, going almost bankrupt, and then sadly also abusing myself. I can tell you 100% that you can choose not to live this way anymore. That you can choose to be free, that you can choose to live happily. You can choose to live without those shackles, the bruises around your neck. You can choose to walk away. You may feel like you're losing everything. But in this process, guess who you're saving? You. And by saving you, you have now made it possible for others to save themselves. This is how I was able to do so. When I heard that it was possible to have friends that love you, support you unconditionally, and accept you for who you are, I decided to believe that. If I didn't decide to believe that, I would never have had it or been able to have it within my life. Something that I've implemented into my life was to change the word impossible from a fact to just an opinion. So when someone says it's impossible, to look at that person or to look at that situation and don't take it personally. Just realize that, you know what, they think it's impossible. I don't. I can make this happen. I can make this work. It becomes liberating. You become also less stressed, and it's almost like the cliche, the sky is the limit. So transform the word impossible from what people would say fact to just the opinion. When I began to understand that the stories that I'm not good enough, the lies that I'm over dramatic, or Trina, you're too much. You talk about deep stuff all the time. You're too emotional. The stories of your burden, Trina. When I decided to see all these stories as lies, that is when I was able to let go of them. That is when I was able to rewrite my story and create new ones. I have emerged, transformed from cocoon to butterfly, and you have the same choice for yourself. You can forgive others, you can forgive yourself, but that does not mean you hold on to the toxicity, the abuse, you let that person back into your life, or that thought process or mindset back into your way of living. Forgiveness is letting go, and sometimes that's more than just saying it, but actually doing it physically, mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. Letting go. Trust me, I know letting go can be scary. It's not easy. You may love this person, you may love this thing, or you feel super comfortable within it, but that does not mean it's right for you, or can be adding any sort of value to your life. Taking care of yourself can and will save others too. When someone sees you fall and get back up, when someone sees you bandaging your wounds and taking care of yourself this way, when someone sees you getting back up and walking away in a direction that you never took before, regardless of whether or not you know the outcome or not, this may confuse some people sometimes at first. But then it starts bringing them hope. It starts inspiring them and then motivating them to do the same for themselves in their own lives. Sometimes in order to help others, you must first help yourself. Actually, in most cases, this is the way it should be. I wouldn't be able to say these things or bring these ideas to you guys or even express them if I didn't first experience it myself, go through it myself. I wouldn't be able to. You have this amazing power to choose. Even in your darkest hour, you can choose. It's not the end for you. There is hope. You can choose. Choose to have more, be more, do more. To let go, be free, and live your own version of life happily.